name's Andrew, and I wanted to take a minute today to kind of go through all this stuff as if it's a master class with you. No backing tracks, no effects, just a guitar into an amp, no tabs. Grab your guitar and let me walk you through some of the top tips and tricks I've developed over many years. I've been able to sit down and work out a song with nothing else. Just me, my ears, and an idea of the progression. This includes knowledge of the scales you need, the rhythm, the fills, and kind of the idea around each chord that you need to sound fulfilled on your own, to sound like a full guitarist with nothing additional. So, we shall call it How to Play With Yourself on Guitar. And before we get into it, if you wouldn't mind, please hitting like and subscribe, and see if you have that notification bell on for when I release new content. I don't know what to produce if you don't like it. So, without further ado, this is a Thrill Is Gone style blues in the key of B minor. It doesn't matter what key we play in, it just helps indicate where on the neck we're going to be focusing for a little while. So we have a B minor 7 chord, and I'm just using my thumb and my first finger as a capo. I'm not going to go through the nitty-gritty of everything. You should already have a pretty good working knowledge of a typical minor blues song, especially The Thrill Is Gone, to get the most out of this lesson. But we're going to talk about how do you know when to put in those fills. So, there's the bassist, right? You have only so long to put your fills in. It's kind of like you're trying to be 2 or 3 guitarists at a time. You're trying to be the bassist. You're trying to give some shots right there, like a keyboard part or a horn part or a funky guitar part. And then you're trying to give some flutters here with your hammer on and pull off, like your Hendrix double stops. So, number 1, the bass. That's the 4 chord, back to the 1. That's the idea, and you have to be ready at any time to go and carry that with your thumb, probably, of your fretting hand chord, getting into the 4 chord. So the E minor 7, such a perfect place to play that chord on guitar. We've got the root here on string 5, E. We have already the flat 7th now on string 3, fret 7. On its own, that interval's not so pretty, but wait till we add in the minor 3rd. That helps to even things out a little, doesn't it? That's string 2, fret 8, and then string 1 is going to be the 5th of the chord. Alright, so you got these different voicings, and on the 4 chord is where I like to go off and explore a little bit. There's 2 things I like to do on the 4 chord. I like to play the relative major. I know it sounds insane, but if the song's in B minor and the 4 chords in E minor 7, just for a moment, I like to pull off my Hendrix double stops in G. Now, that's not the right way to think about it, but I'm talking here, this is like a master class where somebody said, hey, how do you play this on your own? How do you get all those rhythm chicks and fills and funky little parts in there? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be playing some G major double stops because E minor and G major are. So here's some examples. Here's the 4 chord. Let's look at it. 4 chord, E minor 7. I got ready for it by wrapping the bass in there with a line from the minor pentatonic. Went up here and I nailed the E minor 7 at fret 12, 12, 12. Went down here and I nailed a little bit of the G double stops because I really know the E minor 7 chord lives all around. It lives here, 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 here. So I'm just capitalizing on the different neighborhoods. So here's an E minor 7 lick for you. All right, that also works in G major. Think of like a Dobie Gray song. Here we are up here in where I was playing, and we got all those little Hendrixy double stops in here, like you're gonna make like a little D-shaped chord, right? But only strings 1 and 2, so you can be playing string 2 fret 8 and string 3 fret 7, and you're gonna hammer on string 3 fret 9, a little Hendrix double stop. Over that 4 chord, that E minor 7, it's all game. You're like actually talking about playing in each chord rather than just playing one thing over each chord. You know, you're actually playing in each chord. Back to the 1. 4. I'm thinking about like a fake whammy bar. Now I'm using that same pentatonic run to bring me back to the B. Watch this. Here's this pentatonic run to the E, to the 4. So it's tone-wise, B minor pentatonic. You should know the minor blues scale if we're in this lesson. So we're going to string 5 fret 9, string 4 fret 7, string 5 fret 9, string 5 fret 5, string 5 fret 7. It's the art of getting in and out of a chord quickly. Knowing all over the neck, especially on strings 6, 5, and 4, where your roots are. So if it's an E minor 7 chord, E, 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 B. G major 7, I'm going to take this moment to arpeggiate. Okay, and that's going to be something I play over this major 7 chord. Remember where your minor pentatonic box 1 is. If you just take this last note on string 5, so the 5th, right? So in your minor pentatonic, play the string 5, but this is box 1. You're going B, D as in Dan. There is an E and an F sharp. Go 1 fret past that, play your major 7 chord off it. So see that walk up? Right to the 6th chord, the G major 7. Once you're there, however, I like to play with my middle finger, so I can do quick arpeggio of a major 7 chord on this. Because there's lots of notes in that correspond right with the B minor blues scale. So brings you right back to the B minor blues. Let's look at that arpeggio. Right, once more. 10, 7, 12, 11, 12. Entering blues land now. Get out of the major 7 land, go back to blues land. String 2, fret 12. Right in box 2 there. String 1, fret 10. Just playing box 2 blues licks, doing those small bends, those half-step bends. So bend string 1, fret 12 up, a quarter of a bend, half, then actually go to the note. Bend to half, find it, by actually playing it. Listen to Derek Trucks to get that feel with the slide. Now we're going to go back to the 1 chord and schedule in some chicka fills. I like to accent the sweeter tones by actually, even though the pickup selector switch is on the bridge, I'm going to be playing these more close to the neck. Just as you would get trebly if you have your neck pickup on and you play back toward the bridge. It's sort of opposites day. Switch all the way forward, hand all the way back. Switch back, hand forward. You can get a lot of tones right out of your guitar. All right. So this, it goes, you have to schedule your chicken fills in, your chicka fills. You only have so much time to do it. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 4, and 1, and 3. Remember? At any point you can drop out, play some riffs, and get back into the tune. Usually over the turnaround, the exchange here of the 6th chord to the 5. I'll play some riffs particular to the 6 and the 5 chord. You got to know your blues scales really well, but you got to know how to use them. I'll do a new video soon on the actual licks. There's a lot of stuff out there on licks. There's a lot of stuff out there on how to play with backing tracks, but there's not a lot of stuff out there on how to play with yourself. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Not going to do tabs. It's just something where maybe you can pick up some tips here. Schedule your riffs and breaks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Be sure to count. Tap your foot. Use a metronome. A looper's okay, but again, the point of this is to be a fulfilled guitarist with just your 2 hands and your guitar, and that's the idea. So I appreciate your time, and leave some comments on where I can clarify for you.